excellent entrepreneur, wonderful surgeon, great orator. So over to you, Samadhi ji, please take on.
For the home webinar. Anyway, I'll just do my own screen share here. So I'll also be taking on from where Mohan left, and this is using the femtolaser assisted cataract surgery. Now, in this particular case, what I'm wanting to show you is that there is a pre-existing rent that you can see even on the slit lamp. Can you see this whole pre-existing rent that you can see on the slit lamp? So I am very, very sure in this particular case that there is going to be a rent, whatever I may do. So like Mohan said, I am doing it under a block, but I am preferring to use a femtolaser. Another picture. Now, when you go on a femtolaser, you can see here that there is a bulge here. So that means that the OCT that I am seeing now is showing me a bulge. So here you can see is the defect. So what we will do is that we will raise this default. So what we have to do is, can you see this? Can you see this? It is very, very clear. So very clear. OCT actually gives you a fantastic look at the posterior capsule. And what you can do in the femtolaser is that you can actually raise the area where you are going to do the cortical, the nuclear cleavage. So you can see that I have saved this particular area. And now I am going to do a capsulotomy, which as Mohan said, we prefer a 5 mm capsulotomy. And you see, I have now, I have broken it into 6 parts. So now what you saw earlier, one second, I'll just go back. Is that this is the intra-op OCT that we are seeing, and in the intra-op OCT again you can see that there is the cortex which is coming through the defect. Now you can see this is a defect. Again you can see this is the defect. So Dr. Namrata is pretty good at these things, but you can see that these are the intra-op OCT defect that is there. And we have been able to remove the nucleus because it was pre-chopped. And just watch here that the moment you are taking it out, this whole defect appears. So as Mohan said, we are putting a viscoelastic in there. And once we have viscoelastic, you can see that we are not allowing the vitreous to come. And let us see how it looks on the OCT. Can you see this blob? This is a blob in the OCT where you can see that the vitreous is still not broken. And it is coming out of the defect that is there. And we are therefore, I became a little adventurous, and normally I would prefer to put a 3-piece lens in the sulcus because the defect is pretty good, pretty large. So what I'm doing is that I went ahead. This was a Bausch & Lomb single piece. I put it as Mohan put.
Hello.
And once I put this suture, you can see that I'm just trying to remove. See that the rent has increased. And as you go ahead, you can see that the vitreous has started coming from here, and you see that the nucleus, the IOL just went back. So a surgery is never completed till actually it is completed. And now we are in a position of a situation which is a semi-emergency, because you can see that the nucleus is sinking. So I either I call my retina person, and I use the Y of the manipulator and try to get this, and you can see that I am able to hold the lens now. So I am able to hold the lens at this particular point, and from the haptic, and try to bring it out. And once I have a haptic, now I can take a deep breath and understand that the things are all right at this particular time. And I will now just cut this lens. You can see that it is easy to cut this lens, and just cut it through up to the midline. And once we have cut it up to the midline, we can just remove it through this incision and just do the hand over hand technique. And you can see that the lens has been taken out. So I've also shown you how to take out a lens. You need to just cut it half. And now I am using the iris retractors to actually see the capsular axis. You see, I have a fantastic capsular axis that is here. And I do a vitrectomy. Once I have done a good vitrectomy, cleared up, and it would have been like Mohan didn't use, but I wouldn't say that my patient had a history of glaucoma, but Tricort could have been better, but I didn't have it at that particular time. And you can see that now I have put in a 3-piece lens, which is there. And that is in the sulcus. And you can see this is the round rexis, and this is the post-op period that is there. So all that I wanted to show in this particular case was that a OCT, pre-operative OCT, pre-operative clinical evaluation, a femto OCT, and if you have access to an microscope with an intra-op OCT, you can actually see all these steps, and you can actually plan your surgery much better so that you don't end up in problems. So the OCT is an excellent imaging technique, and it gives you 100% specificity and sensitivity on the femto. And this paper of ours has just been published in the JSCRS in the February issue, where we have been able to find out beforehand if there is a pre-existing defect in the posterior capsule or not. So femto is a treatment of choice for cases which have posterior polar cataract in my thought process and in Centre for Sight. Thank you very much.